Okay, so remember that the way the car handles is all about weight transfer. When you brake, the centre of mass moves forward, when you accelerate it moves rearward, and when you turn in it's pushed to the outside of the car. The more load on each tyre equals more grip, so make sure you're smooth with the controls to prevent the weight transfer from becoming too violent. Okay, engine's fired up, we're set. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Okay, so far our fastest lap is a 1:39.3. Okay, there are only a few cars out on track. We should consider getting out there. Okay guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 38.1. We're 9th in the speed trap, 180.2 miles per hour. Standing by. Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please. No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Decent parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out. checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap. Expecting any changes to the weather today. It should be dry throughout. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. Okay, watch your pace. We've informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stock vehicles on the track. Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it, you are the leader. Follow the safety car. perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Yellow flag. to the car in front is 4.3 seconds. 5 laps of fuel remaining. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. So your teammate behind is 36.8 seconds.
What's up? Hey, Gord.
That was the worst race ever.
Oh, I saw it all, I promise. Kept me
I am
entertained.
I am so sorry to anyone that was within 10 car lengths of me. GP especially, and I think I'd have to watch the Hightower one. I feel like that was just unfortunate, but GP I just drove through him.
Oh, yeah, I was confused about the high tower one. That was interesting. 'Cause I
Yeah.
just saw him like broken end play. I was like, oh man, what happened? 'Cause GP had a moment and it was just like a traction thing. But
Well, GP he was like when Spider-Man left. I think it was. I don't know who it was. Someone else in GP just drove around behind Spider-Man's ghosted car and like didn't pass him, just like being a good people.
uh,
And I rolled up on them into the hairpin, and since they were going so slow, I didn't know that they were going slow, and
okay.
just came into it like race pace, and Gord was just or GP was just sitting in the middle of the turn, and I just
Uh,
killed him.
yeah, that's a pain. But Tavram, talk us through the race in general. I mean, you mentioned a lot of incidents, but you recovered to the podium again. Like
I
that has to
don't
be the most up and down race I've
I
seen in a
don't know.
while.
I don't think I'll end up on podium to be honest after some incident reports because that was I think I spun in total 5 times
Wow.
and took out GP and Hightower and then somehow still ended up third. It was just ugly, which sucks because I had pace. I had fastest lap. I had
Yeah.
good race pace the whole time. I don't
Yeah, it
know.
was a
It was like
shame.
a
I mean,
cop out
I
there.
saw your race pace. You even had that incident when you were trying to overtake Soy. Like that must have been
Yep.
annoying too, right?
Yeah, I don't even. I don't. Did I spin passing him? I don't
I
even
think you
remember.
like broke too late and went into the wall.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It was just ugly. That entire race, start to finish, was bad.
Yeah, well, you made it to the podium on track. We'll see what the stewards say for the final result. But yeah,
Yeah.
great driving out there. Good hustle
Thank you.
in the end. It was definitely fun seeing your
Yeah, I'm
overtakes.
sure it was
You
fun
know, when it
to
was clean.
watch, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I've missed a few incidents, but every time you just go up a position, go down a position. It was
Yeah.
it was very entertaining, I promise.
Well, I'm glad.
Cool. Thanks. All right, spot up. Talk me through your race. How was it? P2. I think you started P3, so plus one position. How was it?
Well, I'd like to thank the lobby for the entire Tier 2 for restarting after I got booted in the pre-race. So, thank you everyone. I know that added some time to the end of the race, but my race was pretty good. I did a lot of managing. I got my pit stop and then just managed those hards to the end. I was getting nervous seeing Toblerone come up the field. He was
Mm,
absolutely flying on those mediums.
yeah,
So I started pushing, somewhere in the early 20s, but then I was like, I'm just going to try to build up battery, and if I have to fight him, I'll try to hold him off and then stick within 3 seconds of him. But
yeah,
this race was definitely a marathon race. It was long, the laps are long, a lot of laps. Um, so I think focus paid off for me in the end. I wasn't particularly super fast around here or anything.
yeah. It definitely paid off. I mean, P2. You also had to fight like Soy at one point. I think it was gonna be an on-track fight, nothing through the pits. How was that?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I knew I had a little bit of a tire advantage on him. So I stuck behind him for 2 or 3 laps without using battery, hoping that he was using his battery. And then I would have the right moment to either go down the front straight or the next DRS straight and get him. And I never saw his lights flashing. I just finally got within a reasonable distance of him, headed onto the straight, and then was able to make the move. It was a lot of fun. Soy and I have raced side by side a lot
Okay.
this season, and it's always been clean. So
Yeah,
I
gotta
enjoy
do it
racing with him.
again. That's awesome. And as you have probably heard, a lot of incidents today during the race. Any happen around you?
No.
No. Pretty clean on your side, on your view.
Yeah, I didn't. There wasn't. I know Toblerone and Soy both spun early in the race, but I'm not sure if they touched.
Hmm.
But other than that, there was usually a gap around me the rest of the race. So
Yeah.
I'll have to go watch the stream and your exquisite commentary.
Thank you. Yeah. I try to make it as entertaining as possible. Definitely a lot
Yeah.
of oh no many times. So
Well, I appreciate you doing it tonight.
yeah,
And appreciate
course.
you doing interviews and all that. So
yeah. Thanks for the great race. It's been fun and congrats on P2 again.
yeah, congrats, Gord. Those pure dominance today.
Yeah, Gord Sauce P1 winner of the Singapore race in Tier 2. How was it? Seemed a bit lonely up there. Gord? Are you saying anything?
Hello.
Oh, hey.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
I double muted my mic like a
Beautiful.
Oh man, that was probably my best F1 22 race ever. Just everything went right. I had extremely good pace. I didn't get into any incidents with anyone. Every restart I just managed to pull a nice gap to everyone, and yeah, it was a lonely race. I swear, ever since I've joined ZOR at the start of the 22 race life, every time I've won, it's been lonely. Like all my race wins have just been like 10
sheer dominance.
15.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're just saying you're too good.
No, not even that. It's just when I win by an extremely large margin. So when I win, I'm never fighting for it. It's kind of just,
there.
I'm just driving and I'm gaining a lot of time.
That's crazy.
It felt it. I really needed this because I missed last week's race due to a power outage.
Oh, that's.
And I am neck and neck in the championship battle with Wreck Diver right now.
Yeah.
And he I don't know. I don't think he won last week. I don't remember.
It was
who won.
P2 maybe? P1 or
yeah,
P2,
he was podium, 100%.
Yeah, he was podium, yeah.
I basically came into this weekend saying, if I want to win this championship, I need to win this race.
Yeah.
So I practiced a good amount, and I came into it. I did the Tier 1 race. Tier 1 race was great practice as well. And yeah, I came here to win, and I won. And I am very happy with the results.
Oh, yeah. You definitely won. I'm sure, Tier 1, all the practice, 16 seconds. That's Packer level dominance.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
It felt good.
That was amazing to see. Were you nervous when you, fell back into the pack after your pit stop? You had, Toblerone, who's a pretty fast guy. I mean...
I would say if there was a safety car, I would have been.
Okay.
But once I caught up, I think it was TD, my teammate, GP, and Toblerone. They were in a three-way battle, and I gained a second a lap on them, catching them. And once I caught them, even if there was a safety car before I passed them, I was not worried at that point. I was like,
right.
I'm gonna have the good tires regardless. My tire life is really low still. They're all gonna have to pit still, and I didn't have to fight TD because TD is a awesome teammate, and he let me by on the straight.
I was really hoping there would be a fight, not gonna lie, but he just let you go. I was like, no, let him try. Because I think Toblerone and GP maybe had an incident or something, and you didn't have to overtake them.
I think they pit.
Okay.
I don't remember. I know.
You
I
only
passed...
had to work with TD, and it was just here. Go
yeah,
ahead
I think.
moment.
GP spun like right in front of me after the back straightaway.
Okay.
Like the right-hander, he spun. So I didn't really have to put any effort into that pass. And then I was basically right on Toblerone's bumper, but then he pitted. So it was just TD in front of me, and he gave me the DRS, and then I just passed him, and that was it. That was really, honestly, that was really like my only action that race. Yeah.
Other than that, a safety car, just a casual 60-second lead, no big deal. I know that Spot was gaining a little bit of time probably when he mentioned he was pushing.
He did
you get concerned by that?
I message Spot up a lot because I'd say we're good buds and we've been trying to be teammates for a while, and we finally got teammate into tier 1. But I told him when I saw him gaining time, I started pushing too, which is why the gap went from 10 to 16, because I was like, oh man, he's catching me. I gotta go now. No more tire management, and I just pushed.
Man, you gave him a little hope, and you said, nah, fam. This is my race.
I was just like, no chance. I gotta make a big gap, because if I fuck it up, I need that 16 seconds to get my car turned around.
Yeah. Like, you had such a big gap. You could have like hit your wing. You could have spun, and you would have still like been okay.
Dude, if I got to 20 seconds, I could have arguably went in and just put on softs and try and get fastest lap. But I am
should have pushed from the start.
I am not that bold.
Yeah, I got to pull a Leclerc. Ferrari strategy.
Okay, we are checking.
Damn, but yeah, great race. It was.
Thank you. Yeah,
it was cool to see. I'm always in awe of like such dominant wins. They don't make for the greatest stream per se, but it's just amazing skill, great consistency.
I mean, hey, you had a pretty solid tier 1 race. It looks like there's a possibility that you could win it.
We'll see what the stewards say.
Yeah, it's up to the stewards.
Yeah, it was cool word. Like, fighting with you on Monday, and then I get to commentate your dominant win. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. You're a great competitor to race. When I've commentated tier 1 as well, I remember the Bahrain race where I mentioned like, Lunar's fast, but he hasn't had a couple of good races recently.
Yeah, it has like 2 DNFs. It's been an interesting season for me.
And then you had 2 DNFs. It's like,
yeah, exactly. And then
wants to turn it around this race.
Finally at the top.
Was it you with the incident at the start with Carson?
Yeah, it was me. I DNF Carson.
No.
Oh, yeah. So I'm still traumatized by that, which is why I didn't even try to quali on Monday because of the wet race start. But need to get over it quick. I can't do last to first every time.
Yeah, you're in it now. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what the exact standings are, but you're either slightly ahead of Say or Say is slightly ahead of you.
Yeah, I think I don't remember. Like probably slightly ahead. Probably similar gap to you and Rec.
Okay.
But yeah, I think both tiers are looking great. Got some great front runners.
Solid attendance considering the I guess overall dislike of the game.
Yeah. Hey, we're holding on as a league. We're hoping this new game comes out soon, improves.
Hey man, I'm hoping if 2023 is good, we can get some big grids going again.
Oh yeah, with crossplay, like
absolutely,
definitely.
There's a lot of potential.
There's so much potential. It's just, oh man. Yeah, we'll cross our fingers.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you once again for that amazing race to watch, and thank you everyone watching. It's been Tier 2, Round 9 at Singapore. We got F2 tomorrow night. I think in Australia we'll find out when the race goes live. But yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining for comms and interviews, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I'm excited to go back and watch it. Always liked your commentary, so.
Thanks. I try to make it exciting. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks.
All right.
GG's.
GG's, boys. GG's.
That was a fun one. Dude, I'm telling you, I stared at that track so hard, I could write like a 1,500-word essay on just the layout of Singapore.
So, what did you do for practice? When I was practicing, I So the time trial bug has been pissing me off, like
Yeah,
big time.
I was
So
mad
I don't even
about that
spend
too.
time on time trials. I've been doing practice sessions or like Grand Prix in single player mode.
I used to do like practice sessions like Spot Up does, where he tests the mediums and the hards and the sauce.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I do is I just take my race setup, I go into time trials, I just do time trials for like an hour, and my main practice now is tier 1.
Mm.
Like, even though I'm a full timer in tier 1 technically, like since like a couple of tier 2 drivers are like double, they're full time in tier 1 and tier 2 now. But I basically just took that opportunity. It's like, if I can practice against the faster drivers, and even just to attempt to keep up,
Yeah.
it gives me such a good advantage going into, I'd say, the weekend that matters more, or the race that matters slightly more to me, which is the race
Tier
or
two,
the championship I'm trying to win.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's
Is
basically my
Rec
practice.
also a tier 1 driver this season?
He's tier 2. Honestly, I mean, he arguably has tier 1 pace. That's what me and Spot Up mentioned, I think, at the start of the season, where Rec and Grex were like super dominating, and we were like, yeah, they've kind of got like medium end tier 1 pace, but they got put into tier 2. So at first, me and Spot Up were just like, yeah, we're gonna aim for maybe P2 or P3 in the championship. But
Yeah.
I mean, Toblerone's had a lot of crash outs. Grex has as well. Rec's been consistent. I think he's had really just one bad result, which was
Okay.
Japan.
Mm.
It was Japan, and he was like P2 behind me, and then he spun, which got him like
Yikes.
P7. So that was really like his only bad race, and then obviously he missed this one. So
Yeah. Well, championship fight's heating up. It's gonna be fun.
yep, I am
It's
excited.
funny. I'm pretty sure I've like raced along with Rec at some point too.
Probably, I don't
Because
know
I used to be
how.
in like
Last
tier
year.
2 on the last game.
I meant he was tier 1 last season.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the no assists. Yeah. Men's league. I look forward to when we can get back 3 tiers, full grids. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's kind of sucks that we lost a full tier,
We lost
but
so many people. Like, I remember like when I was in tier 2 on the previous game, I was fighting like Brian Scott. I haven't heard from him
dude, we
at
lost like a
all.
lot of people. Like we lost
Slasher, like
yeah,
Puff.
Slasher, Fusions, Sharpshooter, all those guys left. Dude, tier 2 has been through tier 2/tier 3 has been through like 2 grids of different people just joining and leaving.
Yeah, that's
Kind of
crazy.
sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's the game, but
It is.
I just enjoy like, racing. It's like a fun hobby for
Yeah.
me, something outside of work. So
Yeah.
it's like a little routine I got. I don't do anything on my Mondays. It's just
Yep,
even
same for my
Wednesdays, like I'm
Wednesdays.
typically doing something, but like at least for this month, I'm
Have
like,
you?
I don't have
I
any
don't think you've
commitments.
raced. Have you raced in F2 a couple times?
No, I haven't. I was trying to race last week, but didn't get the chance. I can't do tomorrow, but I'm definitely trying to get one in maybe next
Dude,
week.
it's honestly it's fun.
Dude, I actually think so. I did do some time trials, and I think the F2 cars are fun to drive. Like, they're not weird on the curbs. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
they're consistent. That's
they're
their main
consistent.
thing.
Yeah,
It's like you won't take a corner 10 times and then you take it the 11th time and you spin doing the exact same thing.
yeah. That always pisses me off so much.
Yep.
Especially like last season on this game. I just had so many spins, like zero consistency, like nothing was working. Then I realized like I had some saturation setting turned on my
Yeah,
throttle, which I had to turn off. And then I was like, oh yeah, first race, first win, let's go. And then I spun twice and crashed out. I was like, okay, maybe I was celebrating too early.
I started 22 on medium traction control, but then I think by like race 4 of last season I went to no TC, and it seems like it would hurt you because no TC just seems worse. but I
Yeah.
feel way more connected to the car.
Oh,
Even if it's inconsistent, you feel when you're gonna lose the car.
yeah.
You feel when you take the corner right. But medium traction control, it's just like I feel like you're just full throttling through corners that would make you spin on no TC like
On
100% of
Australia,
the
the last turn,
time.
medium
Oh.
TC is broken.
Oh, dude, they can
Broken.
full throttle that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going like
I have to, like-
60%. I'm going like 60%. I feel like I'm gonna spin.
Yeah.
On fifth gear too. Like I was so pissed because I think Mario World does
Mario
medium
World,
TC.
yeah, he does medium TC,
Bro,
and he's on controller, so it's
And I was like chasing. I was like, this is annoying, man. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
they absolutely have to nerf it in F123. 'cause-
F1 2020 was amazing. So I've been running no assists. I used to do it on my controller, no assists, and then I switched to a wheel. But I've been doing no assists for a while, and in F1 2020, wet, dry, running no assists was the fastest way around the track. If
It
you had
should be.
ABS on, then your braking distance was longer, and then obviously all the traction stuff was just way slower. But then they like kept increasing the benefits of the assist, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's
Well,
like
I
I
think
get
that's
I
why
get you
you
want,
see-
you know, I get you want like the lower like skilled players that don't just like, you know, have a wheel or, you know, don't run no TC, no ABS and manual. Like I get you want to bring them a little closer to like at least to help them compete a bit, but no assists should absolutely still be the fastest way around a track.
yeah.
well, and the
Oh, go ahead.
what's crazy is like you guys were talking about Toblerone and Grex and how fast they are. They both run medium TC, but like they're like either contending for a race win or just all over the place, like on the track, incident wise, or
yeah.
spinning out and DNFing. Like it's very much boom or bust for them. But like when they're turned on, like Toblerone looked like the Terminator on those medium tires.
Oh yeah. Like
When
it
I was watching the
insane.
seconds go down, I was like, how is he going that fast? Those tires had to be pretty old too. It was crazy.
So he actually had new tires. I think he just pit.
Okay.
But
Yeah, he pit pretty
it's
late. He pit,
so
like, lap 20.
broken. Like, I think being able to go flat out without any like speed hit is insane on some of the turns. Like,
That's what I mean. Like medium TC needs to slow you down. Like
yeah,
that's what it's
it
meant to
doesn't.
do. It's meant to slow you down to keep the
And-
traction so you don't
Yeah,
spin.
and
But it
the
doesn't do
last
that.
turn in Japan, Mario World had the same thing. Amazing exit after exit. I was behind him for 4 laps, and I finally had to. Like,
That's
do
what
something
that's what I
full.
meant. Like in Japan, I was behind Toblerone and I was way faster than him because he had a lower downforce, so he was really quick on the straights. But he had no speed in the corners. But because he had the medium traction control, every exit for one of the straights, I just never got a good enough exit to make a pass. That's why that stream was really good, the last lap on that. But that's why I
Okay.
had to, like, the last lap, he had no ERS, and I had, like, 70 on the back straight for the last lap, and I used all of it, and I was just side by side with him, but his cornering was just so much better because he can get a full, he can just send it once he's made the corner, but I actually have to take it so I don't clip and spin.
Yeah.
And guess what? I took the curb bad, and then Spot Up caught me, and he took P2 on the last corner.
Also, the medium TC, I swear it improves your racing when you have wing damage. Because I saw Mario World lose his entire front wing at Baku and only lose like half a tenth on the entire lap, and that's a minute 40 lap.
Yeah, he was catching me. I was the car ahead of him, and he was catching me in corners with a broken wing.
Crazy.
I was like, how?
Also, like, tracks like Baku, right? Baku, Singapore, they're huge in the traction zones, right? That's where you make
Yeah.
a lot of your time. And if you're able to get full throttle, you're not losing speed, like, you're gonna have a great
Yeah,
lap.
Spot Up made a good point that, like, Grex Toblerone, like, they have really good pace, but their racecraft is like zero.
Mm.
I mean, Toblerone had like an egregiously
dumped-
like brutal
Yeah.
race this one, but
So many
He dumped-
incidents.
He dumped me in tier 1 Monday night too. Like, smacked me and I lost my entire front wing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Spot Up. I also made you lose things. I appreciate you not reporting. I feel so
Well,
bad about that.
I had a broken wing to begin with, and
Oh.
also when you spun me, I didn't lose. I mean, like, I didn't lose any other part of my broken wing, so like I was
Okay.
doomed to go to the back of the pack, and then I was like, I don't want to get involved in a tier 1 title fight because I basically got a free ride to get here and stuff like that. So like it wasn't a big deal. The Toblerone one sucked though.
Ugh.
oh yeah, because your wing exploded.
And there was like 3 safety cars after that first incident. The Toblerone
yeah, like the game
incident,
kept
I
giving
drove
you like
around-
chances, and it just
I
it
drove
just,
around by myself like 20 seconds behind the next car for like 14 laps at Singapore.
Yeah, I won't say my race was exciting, but that's just par for the course for my wins. Like Spot Up can literally say it. Last season it was what? It was Spa and Monza, and it was you
Yeah.
were second in both those races, and it was just like a 10-second gap.
Crazy.
But
Yeah.
like
You know what's
every other
funny?
time,
I've
I
won
just
more
don't win.
races being second on track than I've like won in first.
yeah, that's
this
because
season.
Jinnit and Seiya can't not connect each other.
Also, track limit penalties.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's all track limit. Like
Dude,
Britain,
Jinnit's
Jinnit
bad
had the
with track limits.
penalty. Australia, Mario had the penalty. I think
Oh, it's true,
Monza
you
was
won
my
that
only
one too.
legitimate win on track. And then if Seiya gets penalties again, I'll probably win, but not on track. It's just funny to me.
It's basically the don't make mistakes and you
Yeah.
get
half the
rewarded.
battle is managing the race.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
true in real Formula 1 and on this game.
Yeah, like you got to push when you have to, but like
Yeah.
don't get unnecessary penalties. It'll hurt you
Ugh.
when you actually have to push.
I don't know how you feel
Yeah.
about Hungary, Lunar, but I am not excited.
Really, I actually think
I
it's one of
love
my strong
Hungary.
tacks. I'm not the biggest fan of this calendar. I think most of my strong tracks are not on here. Like Netherlands is in there, Monaco is in there.
Yeah, I'm actually
Uh,
strong on Netherlands too. It's weird.
It's
I'm very strong on Spain and Austria, which I'm happy about, and like Brazil, I'm just all right. But like Hungary, man, ugh.
I like Hungary. I'm actually looking forward to it. It's like I feel like I haven't had a strong track in a while, so
Well,
Just looking at the
Hungary
calendar.
has a lot
Yeah.
of high-speed
Spain I
corners.
suck at. It's funny because there are 13 races and there are only 20 tracks, but like you probably have like a couple of really good tracks and then the rest are okay and then a couple of really bad ones. I think Silverstone's one of those for me. That's really good. And then
Yeah,
Bahrain.
Spot Up loves Silverstone, but like every time he's raced it, it's just been bad luck.
Damn, that's crazy.
I finished P2 at Silverstone.
Oh yeah, true. This season,
But
yeah,
Grex was on it.
yeah, he
that
was
day.
like 10 seconds ahead that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bet
looking
he
at
went
this
flat out
calendar,
on
the
it.
only track I think I really dislike is Hungary.
I
Hmm.
hate Spa with every fiber of my
I
being.
love Spa. Spa's great.
I hated Spa because I had such a good dry setup, and then I got scared by the rain and changed all the
That's
wings
what
and it just
happened to
messed
Spot
my
Up
race.
in last season.
Yeah. I also feel medium TC is powerful at Spa.
It's powerful in the
Especially,
fucking rain, I'll tell you that.
Dude,
Yeah.
is it actually? I've been
Oh,
wondering
it's
because
it's
F1
strong.
2020, no assists, like you're just a beast in the rain. Like no one can keep up with you.
Dude, the medium
And then I
TC
feel like
basically,
my rain pace has gone slower and slower
dude,
compared to other
medium
people.
TC in the rain this game feels like you just have double the traction in corners.
That's crazy, insane. So I also wonder, like tire wear, right? Maybe they are flooring it, but do you think it affects their tire wear more?
I think it does
I
because
hope.
I've seen
start
Toblerone and like
struggling at the end of the
Mario
long
and
run.
Grex. They've had like some pretty high tire wear in races.
Yeah, because I feel like I was also catching Mario towards the end of like Australia, even
You
though my
were.
tires were probably older or something.
But Mario pitted on like lap 2 of Hungary last year, and hard
Oh
tires.
my god, that
And
was
got
the
to the
most.
end, and they were only like 45%.
That was the
What?
most ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude, because, like, I think me and Spot Up were P2 and P3, and we were like. Yeah, because Mario spun. He spun on, like, lap 3.
Okay.
And he went in, put on the hards, and we saw him on the hards, and me and Spot Up, when we pitted, he passed us, but we were like, okay, those hards aren't going to last him.
And they
And
lasted.
he went faster the longer the race went on. Like, he kept setting fastest laps, and we're like, what is going on?
That's
Yeah, at the end of the race,
crazy.
they were only like 50%, and that was like 31 racing laps.
Yeah.
Hungary.
There's
there was no
we
safety
did. I
car.
don't even think we had a safety car that race.
Uh,
Yeah, it was dumb. That was
Anyway,
ridiculous.
I've got to head out.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here.
same.
But
I
great
enjoyed it.
catching up.
Thanks
Great
for
race.
streaming it.
Yeah, of course.
See y'all.
All right, boys.
Yeah, we'll
Take care.
see you Monday, I guess, since me and
Yeah,
Spot
I
are
guess
racing it.
we'll race on track Monday.
Yep.
See
Ciao,
ya.
ciao, my bud.
Bye.